Hi, boys and girls. It's so great to see you. I miss you, and I have something exciting to share with you today. I wanted to talk to you about God's love today and how we can share that. So I brought this piece of paper with me today, and I bet some of my 4- and 5-year-olds can read this. Do you know what this says? You're right. It says God's love on it. And if you notice, count with me, how many corners here do you see on God's love? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about how God calls us to share His love with other people. So I thought, well, maybe I could do some grocery shopping for my neighbor. So I'm going to cut off a little corner of God's love here. All right. And I'm going to share God's love with my neighbor when I do their grocery shopping for them. So now help me count how many corners of God's love are left. I shared one corner. Let's see how many corners we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. What happened? I thought we shared a little corner of God's love with somebody. We gave one corner of God's love away, but now we have 5 corners of God's love. Okay. Well, I also thought maybe I could use my chalk and my daughter and I could write a message of love and hope on our sidewalk that our neighbors could read. So I'm going to cut off another little corner of God's love here, and I'm going to share that with someone in the nice messages that I leave on my sidewalk. Now let's count how many corners of God's love are left. Now we've given 2 corners of the 4 corners away. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How is it that we gave 2 corners of God's love away and now we have more corners? All right. Well, I was thinking maybe I could write a really sweet note or draw a nice picture for my mailman and stick it over there at the mailboxes in my neighborhood to let them know how much I appreciate the job that they're still doing. So I'm going to cut off a little corner here of God's love, and I'm going to share God's love with my mailman. Let's see how many corners we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We started out with 4 corners. We've given 3 corners away, and now we have 7 corners. You know, boys and girls, something seems a little crazy, but you know what? It's not crazy at all. That's the awesome thing about God's love. The more we give God's love away, the more God's love grows and grows. God's love grows in our hearts, and it grows in the hearts of the people that we share God's love with. And so what I want to challenge you to do is some of those things that I talked about doing are things maybe you could do with your mom and dad to help share God's love with those around you while still staying safe. Maybe you could draw some pictures with chalk on your sidewalk or on your driveway that could share God's love with people. Maybe you could draw a picture and put it by your mailbox for the mailman. Maybe you could make a poster, a thank you poster, and hold it up when the garbage truck comes by and thank those guys. Maybe you could draw a picture for your neighbor and leave it at their door. I'm sure you can think of lots of ways to keep cutting off little corners of God's love and sharing it with other people so that God's love will just keep growing and growing. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to hear about how you're sharing little corners of God's love with those around you.